pictures, honey. This is the wire on their ass, honey. This is the wire. We got people wiretaps everywhere. You can't talk on the phone to nobody. What, child? The ghetto. The ghetto. Where's my ghetto? What, child? We back in the ghetto again. We done moved on out, honey. We thought we was moving on out. We thought we was moving on up like the Jeffersons. But clearly, no matter how many subscribers you have, no matter how many AdSense coins you get a month, child, you can take the person out of the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of the person. Woo! Like they say, you can go to school, but you can't buy class. Honey, the ghetto will follow you everywhere, even into Buckhead in the high rises and stuff. Squad is in the building. Whew. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start, at the bottom or the top, honey. I'm somewhere in the middle and I ain't recording phone call. Look, way at the bottom, we got Bipolar Betty. What's her name? Bipolar Polly, whatever. The one with the big nose that look like Big Bird. We got her over there dropping phone calls. Talk about some dirty laundry here, dirty laundry there. I can't even log into my YouTube to see some content without somebody leaking phone conversations of their former friends. I'm like, this what y'all be doing on the YouTube? Trust no one. Do not answer the phone for these mugs. Do not answer no text. I'm like, I am never answering the phone for nobody I do not know personally, honey, because you will not catch me on the phone. You will not catch me on the phone. You got Bipolar Betty, and then up here in the high rise. Let me go back to the high rise. Oh, look, I'm going home for a second. Over here in the high rise, you got goddamn Lil Boozie and LovelyTI. She recorded phone calls too and releasing them months later. I'm like, can we talk on the phone to anybody? Can y'all say anything? I'm just confused. I'm so confused. Well, Kandi said these hoes ain't loyal. Look, I don't even have to talk about what was in the conversation because it don't even matter. Look. Once you got a person who knowingly records a phone conversation of somebody who allegedly is their friend, that's already telling you who they are. I don't care what the other person say. The other person can prove your point. The other person can say all the things that you want them to say. But at the end of the day, you done made yourself look like a total snitch. Black blogs matter, honey. No snitching. No snitching. What happens on the phone stays on the phone. No wonder you ain't invited to no parties. You can't go out. You can't be around no celebrities. Look, who gonna talk to you on the phone? Who is going to talk to you? I'm just I'm talking about Lil Boozie, LovelyTI, Bipolar Polly, all of these people who are recording these phone calls. I'm just saying, who is going to talk to you on the phone? Now that you done showed us what you do and how you do it, who is going to talk to you knowingly and willingly, knowing you recording every second of it? And let's talk about that. Let's talk about the people in the Buckhead. Let's talk about the people with the hundreds of thousands of subs, the money in their pocket. You know, they ain't got no worries, but they paranoid like a motherfucker. You know why they so paranoid? You know why they are so fucking paranoid that they got to record calls? Because YouTube is all they got. If they use YouTube, what they got? They ain't got no website. They ain't got no celebrity contacts. They ain't got, what do you have if you don't have your YouTube channel? I'm gonna need you to do something, invest in a business, do something, because clearly this YouTube thing has totally stressed y'all out to the point that y'all are stabbing people in the back. over stories that don't even have nothing to do with you. You don't even know these people personally. Like, my thing is, once I post sin on a story, it's on to the next. On to the next. I am not personally involved in anything. Y'all used to talk about how she hates Sheree. She hate Kenya. She love Nene. She love Kandi. She hate Kandi this week. She love Kandi last. Whatever the case may be. Once I press send, it is on to the next. How can you harbor so much resentment against the next person who did a story? Like, when I tell you, when I do a story, it's somebody piggybacking on me that very same day. It's somebody debunking what I say that very same day. Do you see me over here on the phone lines recording other bloggers talking about you shouldn't have did that because you my friend? If you in the same game, it is all bets are off. You got a story, I got a story, she got a story, we got a story. Everybody can make money. Black blogs matter. When I say black blogs matter, oh, I'm all over the place now. But when I say black blogs matter, everybody keeps talking about y'all dragging these celebrities down because y'all talk about all these black people. No, we not. Black blogs traditionally, I don't know about today. I'm talking about where I'm from. I'm an OG. But traditionally, us black bloggers, we decided to blog about celebrities of African American descent because no other blogs were doing it. We couldn't read about Halle Berry, Denzel, Big Boy, Killer Mike, all of them on sites like Perez Hilton. We couldn't do that. So what did we do? We created our own lane. We started blogging about the celebrities that we wanted to read about. That is why I say black blogs matter. Today, I don't know what these children are doing. And look, they ain't even that much younger than me. I'm just saying, I don't know what they're doing. And if my video is lagging, I apologize. Let me see if I can do something about it. Hold on. Let me see if I can do something about it. Hold on. I'm going to try. Hold on. Let me shut some stuff down. Let me try. Woo, child. Hold on. I'm about to go into the thing. Settings. Let me look at my settings and see if something's screwed up. Cause y'all know I've been all over the place. Let me tone this down a little bit and see if this work. Let me see if this work. That might work. If it don't, look, on the replay, it'll catch up, hopefully. I don't know. Somebody said, what'd you say? In some states, no, isn't that illegal? In Georgia, it is not illegal for at least one person to know that you are recording a phone conversation. That being said, if only one person knows that they're recording a phone conversation, you already know that there is an agenda. One person knows that they need a certain amount of information from that other person. One person knows that they need to sound a certain way. They need to ask specific questions. They need to know what they, the information they trying to pull to get their point across. One person knows. If both people don't know or both people aren't aware, that one person is the benefactor in the situation. Like, how can y'all not see that? How can y'all not see that? Clearly that one person who was recording the call, whether it's bipolar Polly or Lil Boozie, knew that they were recording the phone calls for a reason. That is telling more about them than it is about the people who are on those recorded phone calls. I'm just saying, I don't give a damn what you say on a recorded phone call between you and your friend, somebody that you thought was a friend, somebody that you thought you could share your private moments with, somebody you thought you could cry on the phone, somebody you thought you could say, look, we in a business, we share tips, you post tomorrow, I post today, whatever the case may be. Who gives a damn about all that? Because everybody does it, especially if you're in the same business. A lot of people want to know, how do you do this? How do you do that? I share tips. We were just talking on Patreon. Other YouTubers, I tell them what kind of equipment I'm using, all kind of things. I don't give a damn what you post about. It's your channel. You do what you do. It's my channel. I do what I do. Don't go on your channel disrespecting me after I done helped you. And I don't see this situation as that. This situation was somebody else did a video because you told them something and they trying to take up for you, and them taking up for you is dissing me. And I'm sitting there going, this is some psychotic bullshit right here. Where is the medication? Like, I'm just saying, all these people need to pop some pills because the paranoia, The paranoia people. How can you live your life looking over your shoulder like that? Like, damn, can you even go out the house without fear of repercussions? Like, what is going on? Can y'all tell me what is going on? You would think these people on the corner selling crack or something, and they got to watch for everybody. They recording every fucking phone call. Is this YouTube or is this The Wire? R.D. Walker said, what the fuck is going on? Child, just type in leak phone conversations and it ain't no telling what you'll find, child. It don't even matter who it is. All I'm saying is a whole bunch of vloggers, a whole bunch of YouTube vloggers out here trying to out their friends, whoever they are, trying to out their friends with recorded phone conversations. And I'm just sitting here going, oh. And yeah, it's our entertainment for us viewers, for us people watching. But an adults out there, y'all adults out there, y'all see what it is for what it is. Because I'm just like, child, don't you call me for nothing. Don't ever call me. Don't ring my phone. I don't want to hear from nobody. Look, I don't have no friends on YouTube. Not too many. You know, I got the squad. We friends. We cool out it. But at the end of the day, I'm scared now. Like, I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to kick in the DMs. I don't want to kick in the DM. I'm not trying to shade nobody. You know how you be shading people, sending people posts and be like, look at this fool, child. Look at this fool. What is this fool doing on Instagram? We be doing that kind of stuff. I don't want to do that no more because somebody gonna try to drag me, be like, Michelle was shading Junkie Dineva. Hell yeah, I was. Hell yeah, I be shading. We be shading the hell out of him in our Instagram style. But I digress. Y'all got me going off topic. But yeah, like what you say to your friends in confidence should never be revealed. I don't care who it is. Y'all talk about me being mad about kicking somebody out, evicting somebody. These are people who are just on YouTube, who are friendly. I think they traveled together. I don't know. They talked on the phone, at least some of them. And it's like, if you're talking on the phone with somebody, you sharing tips, you sharing opinions about what's going on these YouTube streets, and you got the nerve to be recording conversations for what? For future use? Where they do that at? Where do they do that at? I don't know. I'm just so confused. You said something in the water. We lit in Virginia Beach. Child, I'm gonna pick up with a voice disguise. Black YouTube, I'm with you, child. I ain't gonna pick up. Look, I already told when I was on the phone with Tiffany M the other day. Shout out to Tiffany M. Y'all go visit her channel. She is a great YouTuber, up and coming YouTuber. When I was on Tiffany M channel the other day, I said that's my number in the on the conference call. You can save it, but text me first because I do not answer numbers I do not know. Y'all ain't gonna trick me up. I done got my number been leaked so many times. If I don't know it, if the name ain't in my contacts, I do not answer the phone. And that has been for years now. Y'all call me shady all y'all want to, but everybody who know me know, if it ain't in my phone, you better leave me a message. You better text me. If you calling me from a different number, you better tell me something before I pick. I am not. The feds might be watching. I don't know. They might be, trying to get me or something on the phone. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to talk to no bill collectors. I don't want to talk to nobody. So unless your name is saved in my phone, I am not going to answer. That being said, the people who are involved in this situation, I will probably never associate with them anyway. But, I mean, all y'all other YouTubers around here, y'all see what's going down. I would never, ever talk on the phone to Lil Boozie, a.k.a. Tasha K, or S. Hutchinson, a.k.a. Long Nose Bipolar Polly. Two people you should never ever pick up the phone for. Y'all need to damn starve. You know how they say feed it and they'll grow? Y'all starve them and they'll die. Because at the end of the day, like, y'all don't give them no information, no phone calls, they ain't got no content, because clearly they using y'all's phone conversations to build them up. I cannot. Where they do that at? What type of professionalism is that? And I understand, you know, people online, we all make our own rules. The black blogs made their own rules. We used to talk about having a super blog association, but nobody ever wanted to join forces, so everybody was by themselves. So now it's all for one for all. But that being said, like, you know, at least there's a level of professional courtesy. If I need to know something, if I want to borrow a picture, if I want to link to your site, and I'm talking about offline blogs. I'm not talking about this YouTube stuff, because this YouTube stuff is a whole nother level. But, you know, we link to each other. We share each other's posts. You know, if I get some information from one blog, I'm going to say where I got it from. Like, that is just professionalism and courtesy. Like, and so these bloggers nowadays, which is why I really like to keep a lot of my Housewives tea close to the chest these days, is because a lot of people been getting this tea from me and ain't been saying straight from the A said it, or ain't been saying ATLien said it. Y'all know I got a YouTube channel. How you gonna snatch my stuff about Kenya coming back from my channel and then not even give me credit for it? How you gonna snatch my stuff about Phaedra not coming back and why and not give me credit for it? How you gonna snatch my stuff about, you know, my conversation with Nene and the things that she said and not give me credit for it? So that being said, I just do what I do. So there are a lot of people who I see a lot of y'all asking me about Housewives stuff. I'm going to talk about that on the ATLien channel. So if you are not subscribed to the ATLien channel, go do that right now. Click the notification bell. I'll probably go live probably right after this. If not right after, at least a little while afterwards. I also already spoke about it at length today earlier on the Patreon. Patreon.com. I am ATLien. Thank you, Chef Disaster. Hey, Juno, the mods are in the building. Chef Disaster just put my Patreon link in there. We've been talking about Housewives stuff, and I told them everything, child. I told them everything. So, that being said, what'd you say? You like my shirt? Juno, Black Blogs Matter is one of my designs that are on my Teespring. I also have a mug and hoodies and all of that. So if y'all go to teespring.com/store/ATLien, we got Black Blog Matters t-shirts for the kids, you know, in case they forgot that Black blogs do matter. Let me see what else y'all got in here. You was at work and couldn't watch. That's okay, Tremaine. You can watch the replay. I'm not going to delete it. Did anyone else see the cartoon of them fighting? I don't know. They should be giving you a shout out in the video. They should, but they don't. And my thing is, I've seen videos where they literally read my recap from my website. Because y'all know once I do my little video, I also do a written recap that has nothing to do with the video. So I have seen videos where they literally read the entire damn recap on the fucking video. You sitting there reading from my site and and I know, because you know I know how I type, I know what I read, like word for word, reading everything, and don't even say, you know, according to straight from the A or any of that. Just reading it like it's theirs, like they wrote their own script and they writing it. So that, you know, I just gotta figure out a way of doing things. I get it, you know, I am an influencer in these YouTube streets. I understand. I understand that, but I just be feeling like, you know, give credit where it's due, child. Give credit where it's due. You said all is fair in love and war. Yes, it is. I would love to hear from you guys. Definitely come through on the phone. The phone number is, hold on, let me find it. It's the same number. 718-362-6360. The PIN number is 942-7819. Hold on. I'm going to put it in here. I don't know why I don't know this number by heart by now. 718-362-6360. PIN number 942-7819. I want to hear from you guys. I mean, y'all need to tell me what y'all think about this YouTube wire situation. Like, you know, we need to protect our phones. We need to start looking for the hackers. Like, what is going on? Why are these people like recording all these phone calls? Where they do that at? Where they do that at?
Thank you. joining the conference now. This free conference call is hosted by Conference Now. You are currently the only person in this conference.
718-362-6360, pin number 9427819. Let me see. RHO Hot Tea said nobody does it better than Michelle. Thank you so much, RHO Hot Tea. If y'all in here lurking for Housewives information, this video is not about Housewives right now. The Housewives video will be streamed on the ATLien channel, straight youtube.com/ATLien immediately following this. So please do not divert the conversation. We talking about The Wire right now. Hello caller, you are on the line, 8133.
Hey, Michelle, this is P. Marcel.
Hey, P. Marcel. Hey, you off work now, girl?
Girl, yes, I'm off work. I'm at home with my lazy boy.
Yes.
I did. I wanted to address this because, like, if you look on YouTube, you'll see E! Online, or you'll see...
Turn your computer down. Oh, wait a minute. That was somebody calling in. My bad. Okay, go ahead.
You'll see
wait, hold on just a second. I'm about to mute the people who come in. Hold on. Let's go. Okay. I think that worked. Mute non-moderators. Okay. I'm sorry, P. Marcel.
Oh, no, you're fine. So you'll see E! Online, or you'll see the Hollywood Scoop, and they would never talk about Killer Mike. And Killer Mike talk about Black pride and what instills Black pride and what instills confidence in Black people. And I mean, it was like, it resonated so much. But again, the only way I heard about Killer Mike was from you and from the Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm. And that's my point. We have to build our own platforms. And that's why I say Black blogs matter. You know, people like, you tearing people down. No, we giving them a platform. Good, bad, or indifferent. All press is good press. You know, nobody wants, you know, nobody to talk about them. So we're here to talk about our Black superheroes, our people that we look up to, our celebs. So yes, I appreciate being a part of that Black blog coalition.
And again, Killer Mike has motivated, and Black blogs have motivated me so much as far as like supporting Black business. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's like, yeah, you guys need to keep doing what you're doing, and it's horrible that they're trying to say Black blogs are bad. And why do they have to put a color on it? Mm-hmm. That's racist in itself. Like, they could just say, like, if something, if you have a bad experience, let's say I go and I eat out, and I'm like, okay, I'm not eating out for a while, let me cook at home because restaurants are horrible. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't say Black blogs. Maybe you should say blogs. Blogging is bad. But why are you targeting a
But who is saying who said that Black blogs are bad?
I thought it was the issue with,
Cardi B, when Cardi B went in on the Shade Room and she went in on Tasha K. Cardi B went in on two bloggers. I don't think that means that all Black blogs are bad. I think she means that she's having an issue with those two bloggers that just happen to be Black. I think that Lil Boozie started that thing saying that Cardi B wanted to mute Black blogs, and I don't believe that that's what she's trying to do.
Okay, well, I respect that. I didn't connect that. Because
I have a great relationship with QC and all of them over there, you know, Cardi B and Offset and Migo. I have a great relationship with them. So, I mean, you know, whether I report good, bad, or indifferent, I don't get no hate from Cardi B. So.
And her daughter is Black, so I don't even think that she would be like, you know, talking about Black people. So you're right. I don't like, her daughter is Black because if you have Black in you, you're Black. So,
no, that was Lil Boozie trying to deflect from, you know, the issue at hand. And I feel like the issue at hand is, you know, I do feel like Cardi B is going a bit above and beyond, but there does come a time where, you know, a lot of these celebrities are human and they feel like certain reports are malicious. So when it gets to the point where a certain reporter or something constantly is reporting on you and report malicious information, there lies malicious intent. What is your intent with this information? Are you just doing this merely to report, or are you doing this to hurt my brand or to scar me in some way? So, there's that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that. And I've turned to block Tasha K because it was just coming up on my timeline, I guess, because of, clearing your cachet or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, it's always so negative, and it's just like extreme. Mm-hmm. It's not just reporting the news. It's always taking it to another level and extremes. And then it do get to the point where it's just even true.
It's definitely that. So I feel like she has a talent for clickbait. So she takes stories that are already out there. She adds her 2 cents and spins it a whole nother way to make her following, simply because she has built a following, follow her to wherever. And that's great that she's managed to do that. But with great numbers and all of that comes great responsibility. So now it's like, now that she has an audience and people are listening, you got to be a little bit more careful with the things that you make up.
Well, karma is real, and you need to put integrity in everything you do, because I don't know, that stuff will come back on you, and you'll lose everything you have.
Right. So what do you think about all these people recording all these calls, though? Like, what is going on?
Oh, I would never do that. And I feel like there's times where I felt like I was recorded. But to me, Michelle, I would love if somebody recorded somebody and took that, because again, as you said, that reflects on that person. Mm-hmm. It erases everything the person you recorded said. Mm-hmm.
Because they didn't know. So what difference does it make? Yes, it's incriminating. Like
somebody without them knowing.
Yes,
oh my God.
It's incriminating, and you're forming questions and like making them answer certain things simply because you want it to seem a certain way. It's like you're the person who knows that the call is recorded, so you're the actor in the situation. You are like forming everything that's being said. So you sit there and you're like, damn, like, am I the only one seeing this? Like, it's very interesting.
Right. Yeah, so like that is a reflection on that person. So I never worry about that. Mm-hmm. I don't care. I believe in the cosmos. I believe in God. I believe that what goes around comes around. Mm-hmm. So if you want to be dirty or sleazy and do that, that's on you.
Right.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much, P. Marcella. I appreciate you.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
It just proves, y'all, it don't matter how many subscribers you got, what your numbers are. If you got ghetto in you, you are still in the ghetto. So y'all talk about the Section 8 area of YouTube. Oops, all you want to. If you still in it, if you still doing Section 8 shit, call it 9160. You on the line.
Hey, Michelle. I just wanted to say a couple points. I want to first piggyback off what that last caller just said, because he brought up a really great point. First of all, you are so right about the fact that she made that up. She made that up to try to race bait and spin some kind of narrative that she's trying to convince her audience that I don't even like Cardi B like that, but you know what? When you right is right and wrong is wrong, period. Mm-hmm. And just because Cardi B is light-skinned, she's trying to make all the black people against her in a sense like, oh, she said mute black, all black. She never said mute all black blogs. She never said that. And she's trying to make people who are pro-black and who would sit there and be like, oh, somebody's against black people, and she has a huge black following, to hate Cardi B even more.
Right.
And that's all she's trying to do. Even though the girl, she said some nasty stuff in her lyrics, and she's not, of course, any kind of role model.
Cardi B is definitely problematic.
Take away the fact that
I'm sorry.
Right. And that doesn't take away from the fact that she said that. So that was a complete like clickbait and just trying to, be, what do you call like a snake? She's trying to be manipulative. Mm-hmm. And that's all her blog is focused around, is being manipulated. Mm-hmm. And that brings me to my point that I want to speak on right now, which is she's completely pregnant right now. And all she's doing is bringing negative vibes to the baby that's inside her. Every day she's posting about something negative. Don't get me wrong. I know that she says that's her bread and her butter. I'm not, discrediting that. But there's ways to go about reporting news, reporting celebrity gossip without it being fake, without it being negative, without it completely just slandering and like bringing down somebody's brand. And when you're not on her side, Like, for example, I'm going to be real quick. That one guy who's always being real motivative and stuff, and he's always like on women's side, and that black guy.
Derek Jackson.
What's his name?
Derek Jackson.
I don't know.
I
think so.
Yeah, that's
but
him.
Derek, yeah, that's his name. He was like, she was expecting him to be on his side on some shit, and he wasn't like doing exactly what she said, and she seems like a control freak, and you know, because he wasn't doing what she said, you know, she went out and started talking shit about him, and it's like, damn, you're that psycho, bitch. You are really that.
It wasn't just this Sarah, right? It wasn't just about talking. Yeah. It wasn't just about talking shit. It was about, she tried to damn ruin his reputation and his brand. Like, she tried to take him down. Like, his whole brand is relationships and, you know, love advice. And she tried to say that, you know, he's been charged with women beating, and she got people in her DMs talking about he beat women and all of this stuff. So it's like, instead of like just going on about your business because you didn't like, you know, he wasn't on your side or whatever, she tried to like completely ruin him. And she's done that to several people, and you see that type of stuff, and it's like, girl, what is wrong with your personality and your makeup that makes you do these type of things to people?
Right. It's so sad because it's like she has to be really that insecure and evil. And like, even with that one girl, Candace, it's a lot of YouTube drama. I mean, the girl Candace is younger than her, so she's so manipulative. She uses her age as a weapon. Like, well, I'm older than you, so you wouldn't know. Like, girl, are you serious? Are you that crazy and that stupid in the head?
And so she's saying that to her. See, I don't really follow her that hard to know all this, but she's saying that to her. But I can specifically recall her saying that I was too old and I've been aged out the game and I touch my face and I don't need to be on camera. So all the things she's saying now, all of a sudden she's old. She's been in the game 10 years. She doing this. She doing that. I'm like, girl, how long you been on YouTube? You talking about you been in the game 10 years? Come on now. You've been watching too much ATLien. So I just laugh, honey.
Right, and that's the thing. It's not even that. I think Candace mentioned it also on her page. I think her page is Daytime Tea Time. I love that page. She's always she spills gossip, but she doesn't bash anybody. She's similar to you. Like, she doesn't bash people. She just reports the news and she reports facts. And that's the thing. Tasha K, when she reports stuff, I'm sorry, I don't like to say her name, Lil Boozie. When she reports stuff that is like just, it's lies, and she goes into like these rants of like what her personal views are, and they just show how ignorant she is. Like, very ignorant. And there was something that went viral.
Whatever her style is her style. My thing is, you just don't have to be malicious with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you on one store, go to the next store, go to the next store. You ain't got to beat a dead horse to prove your point. If you said this what happened, that's what happened. Why you got to keep going? Oh, Cardi B got a money stat, and Cardi B got herpes, Cardi B's pussy stank, Cardi B this, Cardi B that. Okay, girl, we get it. Cardi B is your bread and butter, girl. Just do what you got to do. But it just takes away from the point of, it's not truthful at this point. Now is you just having a vendetta and you just saying stuff just to get Cardi B's audience to click on your stuff.
And my thing is, I know that like this, I don't know, but because like I said, I mean, I see a lot of stuff on YouTube in the post, and there's so much shade that goes on, and it's like she falls off with every single body that she's cool with, like everybody. Like when I used to follow her before, like I started to realize that this girl just talks in circles and she's not all the way there in the head, like educational wise. And before I like stopped following her, she used to post people on her page. One of them was Armand Wiggins, and I followed him because I like his commentary.
Oh, you mean Ding Dong? Cool, you know, Ding Dong. His name is Ding Dong over here. We don't like him. His name Ding Dong. He's a liar too. We don't like him. He's from the school. He's from the school. He's from the school of Lil Boozie. He is a Lil Boozie carbon copy. You know, the only reason he doesn't like me is because I helped him get Nene on his channel, and I guess Tasha K didn't like that, or Lil Boozie didn't like that. So, you know, he's Ding Dong over here for now and forevermore.
Listen, I get it. I understand where you coming from.
Put up your bells for Ding Dong. Black blogs better. I can see that from a mile away. But listen, at the end of the day, my point right now I'm trying to say is, she even falls off with people like him too. And that's what I'm saying by that.
she can't have friends in the YouTube industry because she's that evil and malicious. If you don't agree with her, like you can just tell by the way she talks, like that. If you don't agree with her, or if you don't think she's right, then she's gonna find a way to be against you. That's how evil she is. It don't matter if it's little. Aside from that, all my points are, Michelle, I'm gonna be real quick and be done with it.
That's fine.
Is that this is a black woman. There's so much money that could be made in the YouTube streets. If she just stop being so damn evil. And the fact that she has a baby inside of her is worse. It's like you cannot be pregnant like that and be spreading so much nasty energy. Like, your baby's gonna give you trouble, like real trouble. And I'm not trying to say like bad wishes on her, whatever, good luck to her pregnancy, all that. But that negativity she's always spilling out and all this drama, it's sad that she's doing it while she's pregnant. Maybe it's times 10 because, they say when you're pregnant, the hormones are crazy, but girl, that's no excuse. She was like that before then. Yeah. But that's all I wanted to say. That's what I was
about. You summed it up quite nicely. I was just about to say that she was mean, nasty, and all that before she got pregnant. She gonna be mean, nasty, and a snake after. Like, I don't understand. It ain't no bad energy. She had the bad energy all along. It's nothing new.
That's sad. That is really sad. But like you said, bloggers they have their own way of what do you say? Delivering the news, but at the end of the day, the way she delivers news is like it hurts people, and it's very negative and malicious, and there's nothing that's good that come out of it at all. Right. It's not spilling tea, it's not spilling wine or whatever they call it. None of that. It's just nasty.
You're right.
But that's all I want to say. I don't want to keep it too long. You got all this calls. Anyways, I love you, Michelle. Your case, everything, girl. I'm always here when you online, so I'm gonna get back in the comments.
All right, bye. Oh, look at all these ding dongs, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding ding ding. I forgot I had my little thing in here. I used to ding ding ding. Anyway, caller 6887, you're on the line. Hello. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even press the on button. Caller 6887, you're on the line.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Hey.
Hello.
Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Michelle. What's up, girl?
What is up?
Hey, Michelle. Ding, ding, ding.
Put up your aliens if you in the squad, honey. Ding, ding, dong. Ding, dong, ding, dong.
Ding, ding, dong, ding, dong. All I have to say, Michelle, is that you guys don't realize that this person's upbringing was totally not like yours or mine.
I can tell. I can tell. Look,
can you tell?
No
can you
shade.
Understand where I'm coming from, Michelle?
Yes.
When you don't have a solid foundation that you coming from, you just go out there and you just do what you think you know. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you don't know much.
Right.
I just started watching this YouTube stuff, and girl, the only one I see on here that's intelligent, and I'm not being biased, is you.
Oh, thank you so much.
No, I'm serious, Michelle. You're sweet. I watched you on that live with Nene, and when Nene was telling you she was having problems, and you were trying to help her with her channel, and I thought that was very kind of you. All bullshit set aside. Don't help nobody that got coins. Make them pay you.
Oh, of course, always. I don't work for free.
Because I don't know what happened to your you were trying to help people like get their blogs together. I don't know if you still have that.
Mm-hmm. I don't. I didn't start. I just got caught up in some other things. The blogging masterclass.
People too cheap. They too cheap and they don't want to pay you what you deserve.
That too.
I know everybody don't have money because I don't. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, I think you're a great person, Michelle.
Thank you.
And a lot of that stuff that goes on with that individual, like I said, I used to watch her, but after she was so dang loud, Jesus, I couldn't handle it. I'm an older lady. I can't handle all that. So I had to, just not go there. But anyway, she had a story on there about her upbringing, and after she said how she was brought up and everything that goes on her, from what I hear from all the bloggers that I watch, it's because of her upbringing. I feel like, me personally, it's from her upbringing. It has to be, because no one acts like that.
No one.
I started singing a song, "Closed Eyes, Open Wide," a savage individual.
It's unfortunate, but she'll find her way. She'll find her way, but in the meantime, we just gonna talk about her while she find her way.
Well, that's good. You can talk about all. Yeah, I understand that, but I'm just saying I can see that she's not conscious of what she's saying, or what she. I don't think she is. I really don't.
I do think in some aspects she is posturing for her audience. Like, of course she gonna present a brave face for everybody. But at the end of the day, she's facing some serious allegations. That court stuff is man, that's serious. When you got people trying to serve you and lurking at your house and doing all kind of stuff, that's some serious stuff. Like, you don't know what to do, looking across behind your shoulder because you don't know when the next lawsuit gonna come. Like, she may act like it's all fun and games, but trust me when I tell you, it is not. It is not.
No, it's not. It's not all fun and games, and I agree with you on that. I feel like there's no filter with her mouth. That's what to me, it seems like there's no filter. But I don't know much about this YouTube stuff, but I love Michelle.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Well, thank you for calling.
Oh, I'm so glad. Well, you're welcome, and you have a blessed day.
All right, you too.
Thank you.
I appreciate the kind words. I really, really do. You don't know how much that means to me. Yeah, because I've been through a lot this week, but we ain't gonna even go there. Call it 6955. You are on the line. Hello.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi. Who am I speaking with?
Kay from Cobb.
Hey, Kay.
Okay, so this is my whole thing. I think people should just start taking social media breaks because it's just getting so out of hand. Like, the thirst for views and popularity or whatever on the internet has gotten out of control. All this racing for stories and making up stuff, it's ridiculous. I don't even watch. I blocked a lot of these gossip blogs on the internet, on Instagram and stuff, because so much of it is so negative to the point where when you consume so much of that, it radiates to you. I don't even watch Lil Boozie. I don't watch a lot of them because it's always negativity. There's a way that you can report a story without being negative. You can report the story and be biased, and I understand, unbiased, but I understand that everybody has their own style of reporting things, but when you start getting really malicious and just thirsting for views, you just have to do any and everything. You have to call the hospitals and call the room number.
And see, I don't even want to dive into the whole, I'm gonna bash her channel and her way of doing things. My only problem was the whole, look, you release a phone conversation now. First, people were on your back from even calling the hospital. That was an issue. You know what I'm saying? But now you're releasing phone conversations of your so-called friends, and y'all were actually friends at the time. My thing is, if you'll do that, you'll do anything. That's all I'm saying. I'm just pay attention to what's going on right now. And it's not just, Lil Boozie and LovelyTI. It's more people doing it. It's all kinds of people. Y'all recording phone conversations and putting them on your YouTube as if this is content. And I'm this ain't content. What is this?
Exactly.
It's people are doing anything these days for a click and a view.
That's why I brought up the hospital thing, because I'm you seriously are not creative enough to come up with something else to the point where you have to sit down and twiddle your thumbs on how am I going to get the next 1,000 views? Let me call the hospital. Let me call around. Do you have a life outside of the internet? Do you have something to do?
I think once you figure out that you can make a lot of money doing that, you start doing whatever you can to keep that momentum. And, you know, and that just says a lot about you and your integrity and what is more important to you. It's important for you to keep your YouTube channel going. It's important for you to keep them numbers rolling in at whatever cost. It don't matter how bad you look. It's important. So when you see someone like that, you already know they'll sell their soul for $1, you know. So I just watch it and like, okay, this is what entertainment is these days. Then let's just be entertained. We just all a part of the circus. The whole, like, it's just a circus.
That's just sad. It shouldn't even have to be like that. It's gotten so bad out here. Like, people are extremely obsessed with views and likes and numbers and filters, all types of stuff. Like, just so.
And don't get me wrong, we all want clicks and views and likes, and we all want our channels to flourish. But at what cost are we really, going to do that? Like, am I going to sit up here and get halfway butt naked, for a super chat coin? Am I going to sit here and do things that I would not normally do on my blog or whatever the case, just so y'all can click and view and watch? No, I'm gonna sit here. I'll talk about some things that y'all may not want me to talk about, but that's as far as I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna call nobody and play on the phone and and record conversations, and like it's just levels to this that I feel like have been crossed. That's all I'm saying. And whatever the situation is between that friendship, it's like it was some competition that apparently somebody was jealous of the other person, and she knew. And I'm talking about Lil Boozie. I feel like she knew that there would come a time where she was gonna like use this against this person. So there's no telling what other conversation she has, of them sharing whatever secrets they had between each other. And that's what's foul in the situation. It's not what was said. It was recording what was said. That's more foul than what was said, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I just want to say one more thing. I miss the creativity on YouTube. Like a couple years ago, maybe like 3 years ago, 3-4 years ago, like YouTube people used to be really creative. And now it's getting to the point where like everybody's doing the same thing, everybody's reporting on the same thing, and nothing, well, I won't say nothing, but a lot of people's channels, it doesn't seem original. And even with the whole chasing all these stories and stuff, do something different, like stand out. I'm so sick and tired of everybody doing the same thing, doing all these stupid challenges, doing all these, let me call these, like, it's just, I miss the originality of YouTube.
Yeah.
I really
and maybe it'll be back. I feel like the whole live aspect, kind of killed a lot of it too, because now we don't have to be creative. We don't want to. I try to produce my shows most of the time, but that takes work as well. Getting my pictures, getting my media and stuff together in order to put everything where I need it to be. But before that, it was the whole editing thing. We got to edit. It take days to edit something really to make it really nice for y'all. And now with the live, a lot of us don't have to do that. And so that takes the pressure off of a lot of people, because now people don't even care no more. They're just going to go live and say what they got to say and move on. And people either going to watch it or they're not. So, it's interesting.
Yeah. We'll see how. All right.
Well, thank you so much for your call. I appreciate you.
Thanks for taking my call. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye. Thank you so much, Anita D. I appreciate it. She said, thanks for creating great content and maintaining your integrity. Thank you so much. We got an anonymous person on the line. Oh, anonymous. Hello. Hello. All right. Sounds like someone with a bipolar problem. Take your medication and call me tomorrow. Next caller 7850. You are on the line.
Hey, Michelle. It's Robert from Twitter.
Hi, Robert. Hey.
So I'm eating my Chipotle. Yes, I'm still on a diet, but Fridays or Saturdays are my cheat day.
That's all good.
And so I'm glad I've been on hold, because I was like, ooh. Anyway, so let me just say this about the current topic. Without mentioning any names, what bothered me about that YouTuber is, how is it that you're going to enlist Derek Jackson to do your dirty work? He didn't know what was going on. He, gets all of the receipts and then he takes Cardi B's side, and then all of a sudden, when he doesn't take your side, these phantom women are coming out the woodwork saying he's a deadbeat dad.
And you know she was lying. Like, you know she was, and that's the point. She lies about all her receipts anyway. What happened to those receipts? Like, where were they? If you had all these people willing to come forward,
exactly. That's my issue with it, Michelle. Like, if she's mad with you, all of a sudden you don't take care of your kids, you live in Section 8, and if you're a dude, now, you know, some people in her community were insinuating he didn't really like black women and he was on the DL. And it's like, y'all are really batshit crazy, and I'm scared of y'all. Like, in a mix of like 20 minutes, he went from a black king to a woman beater. How does that work?
Look, I don't know. It's unfortunate. It's sad. It's very, very sad.
It is, and
he's not the only person. I mean, she did it to Dennis Byron when she realized he was doing a story on her about cyberbullying. Then she started pulling his criminal record. She tried to come for me when she realized I was pulling my trademark stuff. Then she started repeating the stuff that fucking Dineva was saying. So I just feel like whenever there's a situation where somebody, has a legitimate gripe, the first thing she does is hit below the belt. I mean, that's just what she does.
Well, but to me, it's like, should we feel sympathy for Derrick Jackson? Because what was he doing when she was doing it to other people? You know what I mean? And I think that's part of the equation.
But I don't even think he would. I honestly don't think she called him up and like, hey, talk about this or whatever. She like tagged him in a post or something, and he just responded.
No. Yeah, I saw the whole. There was a video, and I didn't watch the YouTuber's video. I watched a third-party video, and they had all the receipts, and it was like she did the live, she mentioned him, and then she tagged him in the video, and then he was like, I don't know what's going on, I'm going to check it out. And then he basically said, well, I'm not going to feel sorry for these men who were trying to buy sex and ended up, having bad stuff happen. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden it was like, boom, then, all of these receipts she supposedly were dropped in her lap. But let me tell you one more thing about her. I watched a video about Jada Pinkett Smith and August Alsina, and she supposedly said that the family contacted her. Now, of all of the media sources out there, why would you contact a YouTuber?
And where are those receipts?
Well, yeah, exactly.
You linking phone conversations. You linking phone conversations and DMs. If somebody from the family called you, show us the receipt. You can blur the name or something. Show us the receipts. I don't believe anything at this point.
And this is the last thing I'll say, Michelle, about this. You know what makes me sad is that we live in a world where if you don't like a person, they no longer require a receipt, right? Like, people who don't like Jada or don't like August Alsina don't need to see the receipts, because as long as, Lil Boozie said it, it's the gospel. And I think that's what's making YouTube a less fun.
Yeah, and that's the point. The bigger the platform grows, the bigger the numbers grow. That's when, all of a sudden you're credible because you have all these people following you. That makes you no credible than the person that has 100 subscribers. That just means you have more subscribers. So, now, because she has so many subscribers, people give her that when, she's not worthy, in my opinion. Because, more times than not, she's been wrong and she's been busted in lies.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where it's just like, you should put on your shirt, real receipts matter, and monetize that.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm going to design that one next. Well, thank you so much, Robert.
Yeah,
I'm going to do a Housewives video on the ATLien channel. It'll probably be like 8:30 or 9, though.
Okay, well, I'll be around, so, yeah, I'll see it.
All right. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Last call, 9251. You are on the line.
Hey, Michelle, what's going on, boo?
Hi, who am I speaking with?
This is Southern Lady.
Hey.
I just wanted to say one thing.
Okay.
I love all the black YouTubers, and even with all this mess, it's just amazing to see how far the black YouTubers have came. Like, if you go back to those old B. Scott videos where he was just in his living room with a lamp on and his computer desk and like making everybody laugh and bust their side, to now, to be honest, it's amazing to see how far it's been stretched in these years. Like, I come way back from watching old B. Scott and Scorpion Show videos.
Oh, okay.
So to see everything now and see how, you know, as Black people, you can brand yourself and become a legitimized company.
And it's just not Black people. It's everybody money. Can brand themselves, and everybody can use YouTube as a platform to, you know, monetize.
Everybody can do that, but I'm focused on the Black YouTubers because I'm a Black woman, and I respect people that can get up off their ass and create something on their own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I appreciate it. I don't know if that's telling my age, but I'm just being honest. Like, be able to come on here and say, I'm going to go on a video and I'm going to make this and create this and be able to reap benefits from it. I think that's amazing. Now, I do wish that more of them would have more integrity and morals.
But there are no rules.
At the same time, it's like,
there are no rules.
It's entertainment.
Right.
Exactly.
So as long as you're not breaking the YouTube rules, it's like anything goes at this point. Like, you know, put your private emails up.
It's a matter of perception and a matter of your personal belief. But it's gonna be some people that's gonna be with it. It's gonna be some people that's against it. But what I will say about the Cardi B thing in the lawsuit is, now whether she's right or wrong to file the lawsuit or whatever, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not even going to speak on it. But what I will say is, pay attention to the fact that if she gets any kind of success out of that lawsuit, it's going to change the spectrum of media. Like, it's going to be more celebrities coming and saying, oh, well, you said that about me, so I'm going to sue you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been sued by at least three celebrities in the past, and there are other people that have been sued over the course of these years. By other celebs who have sued bloggers and media outlets for things that they say. I don't think Cardi's case is any different than anybody else's. I do believe that
absolutely. The only difference is it's on a bigger scale because it's Cardi B.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, but back in the day, like when Wendy was on the radio and people like National Enquirer, you know, where you had to go in the store and actually buy stuff off the shelf to read the gossip, those people were getting sued left and right. So, like, you know, like people was always suing people and trying to shut down their publication and all of it. So it's like, you know, it's just on a different scale because it's media now. And people can just get on their phone and see it easily. They don't have to go in the store, you know what I'm saying, and wait until that issue comes out to actually see what's going on with the celebrity. So, but I will say about with the celebrities, I don't like that they try to control the narrative. It's like, just let the people do the press on you. If it's negative,
but the people who do people who do the press are controlling the narrative too, though. Like, it's not just the celeb who wants to be seen a certain way. It's certain bloggers who want people to see a celebrity a certain way. So when it gets to the point that the media is spinning it.
Now, the people that go in and they like to spice stuff up, you know, hey, we all understand how gossip works. But, like, okay, because I didn't want to bring this up, but I'm going to use it as an example. Like the thing when the girl said something about all the monostat boxes. And this is what I'm talking about the integrity. Now, don't get me wrong. I fuck with that blog. I fuck with all of them. I watch all of them. I don't care, good, bad, or whatever. But I didn't like how she used that to be like, oh, well, your pussy is this and your pussy is that. It's like, okay, that's the part of the integrity that is like, you didn't really have to do all that, though. You know?
That's true.
And sometimes it's like, okay, you know, because the National Enquirer, of course, they will report on stuff. The stuff that they will report, you know, they will report the stuff, but see, what people on YouTube need to understand is don't make it so personal with you. Report on it.
Move on to the next.
Whatever
and move on to the
yeah,
next.
whatever info you got, and just move on.
Yeah.
Now, what I will say also about what's going on now, in the Black YouTube community, it's like all of the sectors on YouTube have drama, right? Mm-hmm. and we know these. I don't personally like how they're bringing certain things to the forefront that should be behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean, like the calls?
I don't know. More specifically, the things about people's children and if they're molesting them or beating them. And it's like, whoa, those people's children are not on YouTube. They didn't sign up to be a part of these people's media and not. Like that stuff right there, when people be having to go to court cases because somebody's talking about they done molested their child, it's like, okay, now that is where the integrity just goes south. You understand what I'm saying? It's one thing to get on here and use stuff as content because, hey, get your money, do what you do, but have some integrity, people. Where are your morals at? Like, you know,
but that's the point. Like, there are no rules, and each person kind of dictates, where the line gets drawn. There are no rules. And so if you feel like, it's okay to do these things are public information, they're readily available, where are the rules? I feel like kids are off limits. Kids have always been off limits on my blog because I own that platform. But if it's not off limits on YouTube to discuss the situation, like YouTube has certain rules, like you can't put people's pictures up, blah 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 blah. But if it's not against the rules to talk about it, then that's up to you and that platform. I wouldn't personally do it, but it's awful to me.
And if anybody discussing the laws about recording people and playing the recordings, like, do these people
in certain states is legal. Like, so in Georgia's a one-party state, which means only one person, as long as one person is aware that they're being recorded, then it's legal. So if Tasha's a party of the phone
that can
call,
be the person that's recording.
Yes, and because the person who's recording knows that it's being recorded, then they have an advantage because they can spin it the way they want to spin it. They can ask the person the questions that they want to know, or make them kind of direct them to say the things that they want to say. And that's why I say it's unfair. So I don't give a dang what is recorded. You got to think of the recordee, who's recorded it, and why did they record it. That's all I'm saying. Right.
And there's a lot of manipulation and coercion going on, and people can easily feed off weak-minded people, and it is a lot of weak-minded YouTube.
Right.
And I ain't just talking black, white, or whatever.
Oh, definitely. Everybody does not think the same, and everybody does not have the same morals, values, and integrity that you do. Trust me, I know. I have learned the hard way. Anyway. Well, thank you so much.
That's all I had to say, honey.
I appreciate your input.
All right, you have a good one.
All right, you too. Somebody snuck in. That was supposed to be the last call, but since somebody snuck in, let me see who this is. Caller 7229. Hello.
Yes, I snuck on in.
Who am I speaking to?
Hi, Michelle.
Hey.
My name is Yolanda.
Hey, Yolanda.
And I'm from Virginia. I've been following your blog. Actually, your blog was the first blog I ever started to follow.
What? Thank you.
So I have much respect for you and what you do, and the fact that you can keep it classy and respectful without getting all down and dirty in these YouTube streets.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to say my opinion. You may not like my opinion, but I'm going to say it. You know what I'm saying? So, I try.
And I respect that, because it's some things that you say that I don't agree with. Mm-hmm. But the fact of the matter is, I respect people's opinions enough to let them be vocal and to say what they have to say, without it being malicious or cruel or kind of evil in intent.
Right.
And that's what I'm starting to see now across YouTube, across all of YouTube, really. Everybody's beefing with one another. I was in the slumber party, Linus Judah's slumber party, when everything went down.
And I was in it at the end.
So,
I was in the chat.
Just to see
people attacking each other constantly. And with Tasha, I think with her is that she's so vindictive and vicious with it. And people seem like they've lost their minds behind her. Like they can't think for themselves. Like they can't read in between the lines. Like they can't discern logic.
I don't like Tasha K. Y'all know I do not like Lil Boozie, not even a little bit. But I do feel like, you know, there are so many people out there trying to take her down, trying to, you know, do whatever, simply because, again, you know, her subscriber count is what's giving her the clout. It is what it is. And I think there are a lot of YouTubers who are like, you know, she needs to be stopped. I don't care if she stopped or not, because at the end of the day, she's going to get what she gets, you know, deservedly so or not. So, you know, I'm just going to sit back and watch. I just don't want to be a part of the circus. Like, stop mentioning my name. Stop pulling me in your arena. Stop trying to say what I need to do or what I don't need to do, and you using my logo on your stuff, acting like, you know, there's some affiliation. There is not. You know, like, look, again, you know, she talk about she been in the game for 10 years all of a sudden, and y'all know that was my staple. I've been in the game 10 years. Now it's 11 or 12. 11 going on 12.
That's the thing, Sid. I see her as the type of person that befriended a lot of different YouTubers that took a piece of their style in order to create and build her own brand.
Yeah.
And then when she saw that anything was being threatened, she did go after certain YouTubers. She did start attacking them, but she didn't directly do it. She used other people who followed her blindly to do her dirty work. And she's not the only person that does that. I mean, if you think about it across the board, you have
Mr. Manhands.
You have Tasha K and her winos. You have Maddie and the Maddie mob. You got Nicki Minaj and the Barbs. You got Cardi B.
You got Junkie Dineva. And when I the things that I experienced, my thing is now here we are a year later, and you see all of those people who were coming for me are all linked in some way. The whole Junkie Dineva, the T.S. Madison, the Tasha K's, the Ding Dongs, the Bipolar Police, the Preacher, whatever his name. Like, they're all linked in some way. Y'all don't see that? So I was just like, clearly, you know, they talking on the phone.
I see it.
They all got they all probably recording each other's phone conversations, and next week we gonna hear some more conversations of them plotting and planning about that. So I'm like,
I'm tired. Bring back the juicy gossip. Bring back the stories that matter. Bring back the commentary that didn't involve attacking each other and trying to take each other's subscribers and trying to discredit each other. I mean, that's all this YouTube has become. It's turned me off so bad that I only now watch a few select amount of people.
And that's why I have to sit off
when all the junk and mess starts.
Yeah, and you know, I started like watching, you know, videos occasionally and stuff, because, you know, I'm on here. I'm like, I might as well jump in and get to know some people and stuff. And it just got to the point where, I'm like, this energy, I gotta log off. That's why I was gone for a couple of days, because sometimes you can't like invite all this energy into your space. You gotta be out here in the real world enjoying the sunshine.
It's infectious.
Yeah,
it's like an infection it's like an infection or a gangrene on set into YouTube. I hate to be so descriptive, but that's how I feel. And I see all these different people, big YouTubers, small YouTubers, everybody's getting pulled into it. And I think a lot of people's problem is right now, it seems like the center of all the controversy seems to be Tasha K.
I mean,
and I saw the mess that went down
and she's trolling everybody's
channel and everybody else, you know, and that made me actually give Maddie the side eye, because, you know, like I said, I follow a lot of different blogs. Maddie was one of them, because I did follow the Queen's Supreme Court. But
you mean the drag queen? It's the drag queen's court over here. It's the drag queen's court over here. I'm just saying, look, because they like the flag channels and stuff and talk about people using their copyright and all. It's the drag queen's court.
And I'm thinking to myself, okay, why is it that the thing I didn't like about that situation was how even they were trying to push this like you're homophobic, and it was just ridiculous, their opinions, as far as basically trying to discredit you and turn people against you. And it's like everybody's trying to come after
certain YouTubers and certain people and trying to just degrade them and pull them down. I'm tired of seeing it. YouTube need a fresh something. This stuff needs to stop already. I'm tired of seeing it. But I don't want to waste no more of your time. I gotta run my button to work.
All right.
So God bless everybody. I enjoy you very much, and keep on doing what you do.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for your input. I appreciate you. That was a good final call, y'all. That was a good final call. What y'all say? Bring back fun and love with this crap. I unsubbed for so many. Not fun anymore and enough already. Like, I mean, I just feel like there's so much other things you can be doing. You can be walking outside in the sunshine, filming the dang air and the trees and the birds, doing something other than, leaking phone numbers and things like that. But that being said, look, go on straight from the A.com. There are so many other topics we can talk about. I talked about the school in Texas, in Houston, that had the dress code for parents. I talked about that over on Straight from the A. Everybody arguing about that in the comment section. I talked about T.I., Dr. Jamal Bryant, and Scrap DeLeon from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta releasing inmates on Easter. That is over on the site on straight from the A.com. Non-violent offenders who were locked up, over the holidays. They bailed them out. There's a lot of stories over there. We also talked about the Housewives. I talked about that over on Patreon. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of that over on the ATLien channel. So if you are not subscribed, go over there right now. YouTube.com/ATLien. I will be over there in probably about an hour. You said there's a difference between being funny drama and mean-spirited drama. I agree. I totally agree, because a lot of this on here is mean-spirited. My thing is, I just feel like there's so many people out here who are intimidated by the next person, and they feel like they have to take them down by saying disparaging things about them, instead of talking about, like, everybody's talking about pretty much the same thing nowadays. So I guess the way to upstage somebody is to put them down, to put a knife in their back, or whatever the case may be. I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. I just feel like, do you. Everybody has different personalities. People listen to you because they like your opinion as opposed to somebody else's opinion, or perhaps they like everybody's opinion. So you don't have to step on nobody's back, or stab them in the back, or record phone conversations and do all of that just to get the upper hand. It's just awful. It is just awful. So, you said just lovely. Talked about you, pot kettle. Okay. Trolls in the house. I appreciate y'all. What happened to my music, though? Hold on. I lost it. I wanted my good rap beat. There you go. You said, I love it. I love it that you don't like me and you tune in for every second. You've been here for a whole hour and 13 minutes. Chilling down here in the ghetto. Hey, there's Zilts. He around here somewhat, y'all. He probably lurking. Oh, and happy birthday to Zil. Zil's birthday was a couple of days ago. I wasn't live that day, so I didn't wish him, but I did text him. Happy birthday to Zilts. Yes, a good old mafia beat. Make you want to nuck if you buck or something. I'm going live. It's 8 o'clock. I'll be live over there about 9. I'll be live about 9, honey. About 9. Yes, throw up your aliens. Shout out to the Nightbot. Mess pays the bill. Look at Wendy. You think? Look, it's just gossip. Y'all keep talking about mess. It's gossip. There's a difference between gossip and mess. If you're talking about things that are readily available out here on the news, how is it mess? I mean, people report things every day. TMZ report things, National Enquirer report things, Radar Online report things. All of these are Caucasian establishments. But as soon as a black blog says something, all of a sudden it's mess. You being so messy. Why you dragging these celebrities? Ain't nobody dragging nobody. We making our clicks and views just like TMZ and all them making their clicks and views. Support your black blogs. Straight from the A.com is one of them. Head on over there right now. Thank y'all. I will see y'all a little while. Oh, my music stopped. I need some exit music. Hold on.